Welcome to Ponder This, February the 7th. Can you believe that? First month gone, brand new month for 2022. Whew, time's going by, but it's so great to have you a part of Ponder This. Now, do not know where you are listening to this, if you're here in our area or another area, but we have been involved in some snow and cold weather. Last week, I was unable to have word studies with Pastor. Did not get it recorded, and I'm recording this a little bit later than what I usually do. But it is just a privilege to share some thoughts with you, thoughts that I always pray will motivate you, encourage you, give you some information, all right? That's what I'm praying for today, because I want you to know you're blessed. God is such a good God. He's worthy of our praise and He's worthy of our thanksgiving. All right. As I've often said, I'm sharing thoughts from my book, Ponder This. It's kind of like a daily devotional, but with real short devotions. Each day in the year, there's a thought, all right, that is shared in this book that you can just read it, meditate on it, think on it. Now, what I'm doing now, instead of starting off in January, I've gone to the back of the book. I had an overflow of thoughts, and this is called Overflow Seed Thoughts for the days you need extra inspiration and motivation. We'll go back on schedule a little bit later on, but there were some things in here that I felt like would be such a blessing if I shared them with you. And what I'm going to share today is one I believe will bless you, and one I believe you're going to want to share it. This is something that our former children's pastor wrote several years ago. Now let me note, before COVID, all right, this was written. I think it'll bless you. Now it's a little bit lengthy, but it's worth your time. So hang with me. Just sharing my heart. Why is church attendance only important when it fits our schedule? When was it about us anyway? It's about Him. When did family time become time away from God's house? He created families. Obviously, worshiping together strengthens families, kids, marriages, parenting skills, grandparents, and so on. God is the only one who can truly fill our lives with joy. And yet so many tend to make other plans when it's God's day. It's time to quit putting things of this world first and putting God second, third, fifth, 10th, or 15th. I know what some are saying. Who are you to judge me and my family? Nope, not judging here. I've walked in those shoes. Here's the deal. My ministry is with kids. I hear them praying for their parents, for them to come to church more, for the parent to be saved, for parents to stop fighting, for parents to be happy. 80% of our prayer requests from kids are about their parents. They cry and say, I want to know more of Jesus, but mommy won't read the Bible with me. This is a heartbreaker for me, Melinda said. So if you have a child, then you have a child who needs you to be the parent God called you to be. That means leading them to Jesus by your attitude, your walk, your talk, bringing them to church, and so on. And I wrote at the bottom of that, receive His truth. It's for you. Melinda wrote a tremendous thought here. We need to begin to focus on kingdom principles. Not only focus on it, not even know it, but embrace it and walk it out. You see, it's one thing to tell a child they need to be good. It's another thing to be good in front of them. It's one thing to give instructions of righteousness or holy living or right living. It's another thing to walk it out. Basically, that's what she said there. So why don't you think on it? Why don't you ponder on it? And if it touched your heart, why don't you hit the share button? For there's others that need to hear what Pastor Melinda had to say. Ponder this. Remember, God loves you, and I sure love you also. Have a blessed day.